Hello, everyone, and welcome to Creatio Tech Hour. My name is Yovka, and I am Creatio Academy trainer. And today I'm here with my colleague Tatmara.
Hello there. Hi, everybody.
Hello. Today we will cover a few of the most important features of 8.1.2 release, which is our most recent one. In the first part, we will cover the new Creatio composable apps, lead management, and event management. And I'll also show you our great new component called Playbook. In the second part, Dagmara, what are you going to present us?
I will tell you a little bit about things that we've introduced to our application hub, as well as some Freedom UI news.
Awesome, thank you very much. So let's get started. Today, we will start our session with our new composable apps. We released new marketing composable apps, specifically lead generation and event management. Now, usually those are part of our marketing Creatio, but if you don't have marketing, you can now download them from the marketplace. They are already available there. First, we'll start with our lead generation. Here I already have the lead generation. You can see the available sections inside, and this app enables effective management of the initial stages of the customer qualification process, starting from registering the submitted forms, going through nurturing of the contact, up to creating a marketing qualified lead based on the submitted form and the contact data. In the lead generation app, we also enabled a smooth transition. For example, if you had a Facebook Forms in the classic UI and you open the new interface, you will see that now the Facebook Forms are already connected. So you don't have to reconnect them again. Right, as well, the Facebook Forms interface changed, right? So for example, now if I open one of the forms, here you can see that now I have my default values and also the submissions are also available. Right, and we also have the possibility to connect forms in just a couple of clicks. Right, so if I click here, connect form, I can choose either the contact or lead enrollment, and you will be forwarded to a window with the social network integration, and you only need to choose the page of the connected account. Right, for now, I don't have them integrated, but with just a couple of clicks, you will be able to connect your forms. All right. Now, next, another important aspect of the lead generation, it's in our contacts, right? So we focused on the ability for the marketers to understand that the customer has reached their nurturing breakpoint and the customer is ready to be marketing qualified lead. For that, we have a new field. For example, here I'm in the contact section and I will open Andrew Baker. Here you will see a new field that is called lead conversion score. Now, this score, it's available in the contact form page and it's updated using ML models, and it represents the ability of the contact to become marketing qualified lead. Now, the same field, it's available also in the accounts. So if you go to accounts and I open any of the customers in the database, here I can see again, I have this lead conversion score. And it shows the probability of the next lead to be associated with this account. Now, in the lead generation app, we also have marketing automation workflows, and we can use our campaigns, right? So if you go to campaigns, I can open any of the campaigns, and here you will see you can create your own campaign flow, audience. You can select your audience, and you can see all the associated entities. Now, in the audience here, I can add my audience and I can select from my contact folders, which leads me to my next topic of our release highlights. These are the static folders. Uh, the static folders, they are available in our classic UI. We have the static folders there for some of our products, for example, marketing, and they are used for segmentation, to choosing our marketing audience or for campaigns and bulk emails. Now, the static folders are also available in the Freedom UI and they are available everywhere. So we are not limited only to marketing. Right, so let's go to our contact section, and here you will see that now some folders look a bit different. Right, so you see these are my dynamic folders, and these ones are my static folders. So how do we add a static folder? We just click on add new folder, and the system will show you the options: add folder or add static folder. Right, and all of the dynamic folders, you have here the option to set filters. Right, so the folders will be changed dynamically every time when a contact matches this filter. And the static folders, they don't have that possibility. You just create and you add the contacts that you need inside this static folder. Now, let's imagine a different case, and let's imagine a situation where you have to enable the static folders for, let's say, knowledge base section. To do this, first we need to activate one feature. Right, so we have to make sure that the system allows us to use the static folders. Right, so that would be the feature, and it needs to be enabled. Now, in my case, this is enabled, so I need to go to my next step. Next step, I need to add a specific lookup. Right, in this lookup, we are going to specify in which exactly section or in which object we want to enable these folders. Right, so let's go to lookups. And I am going to create a new lookup. New lookup, that would be my name, and the object that will be the same. Schemas for enable static folder in folder tree. I will select the object, save, and here is my new lookup. For now, you can see that the static folders, they are only enabled for the contacts. Right here, I have the contact. Now I want to enable it also for the knowledge base. So I will add new lookup, and I will add the name, knowledge base. Okay. And now if we go to our knowledge base, here in the folders, you can see that I don't have anything. And if I click on add, it creates only the dynamic folder. So we need to enable this. Right, so let me delete this one. And from here, I will go to our page designer. And first thing that we want to set up, this is the setting for the folders. Right. Important thing, folder storage location. This one we need to change from the folder tree to the knowledge base folder. This is one thing. We need to use our old name, old object. Now in the list panel here, what we need to add, one button, right? One action to add records to the static folder. Right, so I will select here the list panel, bulk actions, plus sign, and that will be my action to add to static folder. Add to static folder. The action, that would be add records to the static folder. And next, the system will ask you which records, and here we have to select our list. Now, we added some records to the static folder. We also want the possibility to delete them. For that reason, I will add one menu item, and that would be delete from static folder. The action, that would be remove records from static folder, and again, we have our list page. And now I can save. Once the page is saved, I need to go back to my user window, refresh the browser, and we are going to test how this would look like from the end user perspective. Now here you can see that I have more folders, and now if I click on new, I have the option to select either dynamic folder or static folder. Right, and you can see that actually they look a bit different, right? So the dynamic folder and the static folder, the icon is slightly different. Now let's create a new static folder. And let's say that will be for testing. So now our folder is empty. We don't have any records. So I will go to all. I will just select a couple of records. Right, so here I have a couple of records. And now I also have here my menu item, add to static folder. Now if I click on it, you can see that now the system will show me the static folders that I can add these records to. For example, I will add them in my test folder, select, and I can see them here. Now, if I want to remove some of them, I can again select them, and my menu item here, delete from static folder. And they are deleted now from my folder. Now we have also another possibility. You can convert dynamic folder into static folder. So let's create, let's take an example of already existing dynamic folder. These are advertising materials. Now, how do I change it to a static folder? I just have to click here on this 3 dots, and I have the option convert to static folder. And now here I have my static folder with the current articles that are in this knowledge base. So this is how the static folders work, and you can enable them for any of like anywhere. Now, my next topic from our release highlights, that would be our new Freedom UI component called Playbook. Now, the Playbook, it's part of our knowledge management app. Right, so if I go to our knowledge base, you can see that I have my knowledge base, and I also have a new section called Playbooks. Now, what are the playbooks doing is now you can display a knowledge base article on the active stage of the dynamic case. Right, so this element will show in the specific stage of the dynamic case, and it will help your users to complete that stage successfully. Now, to use this component, we need to do 2 steps. First, we need to add it to our page, and then we need to set up relation between the articles and the stages. So let's create this. For our example, I would add the playbook element into the opportunity section. Right, so I will go to my opportunities. I will open any record page and go to the page designer. Now I will add this element here in this toggle panel, right, where the next steps, feed attachments, and I will add it as a fourth column. So that would be here. Right, so I will add one more tab. That would be my playbook. I will enable also the icon. And here in this panel, we need to add the component. Right, the component we can find under components, and here we have playbook. So I will just drag and drop it in my panel here. Now, when you add this element to the page, you can see that now on the right side, we have our settings. And here you have the ability to navigate to the playbook section. So I will just rename this. And I will save at that point. Now, once our page is saved, we will go to the playbook section and we are going to do the connection between the stages and the articles. Now our page is saved. And going back to our knowledge base and playbooks. Here we set our playbooks. So let's click on new. And that would be my opportunity management playbook. My object, the object that I'm creating the playbook for now, that's the opportunity. And the dynamic case related to it, that would be opportunity management. So when we create a new playbook, we need to do the steps, specify the playbook name, the object, and to select the dynamic case. Right, and the dynamic case management here, it takes the information from the object, and here in the related articles, here we can find already the stages. Now for each stage, we have to select the article related to that stage. Right, so let's say we want to present some article on the presentation stage. This is editable list, so to add the article, you just have to click edit and select it from the list. I would choose business presentation. You also have the ability to link more than one article. How to do this? You just have to create the stage one more time. Right, so you just create a new here from the list, new, select the stage, and then link the article again to that stage, right? And then on that stage, you will have present two articles. Right, so here we have the presentation, and let's say in the proposal, I will also link one more article. And let's click save. Now let's test how this works. I will go to my opportunity. And I will change the stage to presentation. And now here in my toggle panel, when I show the playbook panel, here I can see the article related to that stage, right? So now anyone who is on that stage can go and can see, okay, how exactly we create the business presentation. You see the author of the article, you see the date that it was created, and you also you can expand it, right? So to be able to see the entire article, or from this button here, you can also go to the knowledge base section and see the entire record. Right, so here we can see the entire article. And for example, if you have the edit permissions, maybe something was not updated, maybe you can edit it right on spot, add maybe images, add more details, and you can save it. So that's our new feature. And this is how you can utilize the playbooks. Now, one more topic that I have before I pass my voice to Dagmara, that would be uh, a bulk process launch. What do I mean for that? Now, the bulk process launch, it allows you to run a process for every selected record in the list. Our example case, that would be for contacts. So let's say I have a case and I have to change the type of my contact to let's say to customer. Right? In that case, I don't have to edit all of them one by one, but I can use our new option to launch a business process. So how do we do this? I would just open any record. No, actually. Yeah, going back to the list page, I need to go to the page editor. And first we're going to add a button. And this button will launch the business process. I will add the button somewhere here. And that would be change type to customer. The action of the button, we will run a process. Which process to run? We are going to create it. Right, so let's create our process. That would be a very simple process with only one element that will change the type. Now, that would be modify type to customer. For this business process, we need one parameter. We need the unique ID of the contact. Contact. Save. And we need one element to modify the type. Right, so we are going to change it from what it was before to customer. So that would be modify data. That will modify to customer, which object we are in our contact. And here we need to filter the specific contact. Contact ID will equal our parameter. Next, we need to set the values which we are modifying. In our case, we are modifying the field type, the contact type. And we want to change it to a customer. Okay, that's our business process. We can save it. And going back to our list page, here the business process is already connected. Modify type to customer. And in the next setting, the system will ask us how to run the process. Before, we had only these two options for the selected page and regardless of the page. Now, with our new function, we have a third option, and we can choose for the selected records in the list. So we are going to select this one, and we are going to run it for our contact list. That's all. Let's save. And let's go back to our contacts and let's see how this would work. Now my list page is saved. I will cancel. And let's refresh the browser. Now I should be able to see the button, and we are going to select multiple records, multiple contacts, and we will see how the type will change. So let's say I will select this, change type to customer. And now you can see that I have them selected. Right, so I can choose maybe another one. No, that's already a customer. Let's say this. And supplier. Right now they get updated and I am able to select it and change the type for multiple records. Right, so now I'm passing the voice to Dagmara and she will present the rest of the topics.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Yovka, so much for your lovely presentation. All right, now to my part. Let me start with the changes that we've introduced to our application hub. Okay, so our latest release, we have introduced a possibility to manage the welcome page for your application. So now you will be able to specify the exact page that will be opened once your user presses the Run Up button. So let me show you, for example, with my request management application. Okay, if I click on Edit Application here, okay, as you can see, I have a new addition here on the right side, a new field, app default page. Okay, this is a new addition to the properties of our app. A developer could use home pages and sections as a welcome page for this app. Okay, so as you can see, I have two sections. Let's say I want to start with the request one. I click on save. I click on run up here. Let's see where it will take us. Let's give it a moment to load. Okay, so I am taken to my request section as expected. Okay, let's say that I changed my mind and would like to switch it to a second section. Let's save. Let me run up again. Let's see where it'll take. Let's give it a moment. There it is, my second section. All right, a fairly simple action, I believe, very user-friendly addition here. Okay, you should know that for third-party application, users can only view these fields, but cannot introduce any changes here. All right, so again, if you would like something else to appear upon clicking Run Up, this is where you can switch. Okay. Okay. Our next change for our application hub is a possibility to develop application in the same package, even on different environments. Okay. So perhaps let me switch to a different environment. Like so. In the previous release, if you started application development on one site and later wanted to continue on a new one, right? For example, due to expired trial version of Creatio, all application packages would become blocked after installation on the new site. And to continue your development for this application in the same package, user had to perform a number of additional steps. Okay? Now, starting with release 8.1.2, all you need to do is take care of two settings. First, specify our maintainer and take care of allow to edit your own apps from an archive system setting. Let me show you. Let's say in the ideas section, my application, okay. Let's say I go to settings here, I scroll down a little bit to system settings. Okay, let's say I want to find my maintainer. There it is. Okay, if I open, there I have my default value. Okay, you have to make sure that on both of your environments, the maintainer must be the same. Okay. And the second parameter that we are interested in is a system setting. Let me find it again for you. Okay, there it is. Allow to edit your own apps from an archive. Okay, if I open, I see that I have this parameter activated. Okay, I am ready to export my application. Okay, let's say I want to go with the ideas one. I'm going to click on the three dots here and export. Okay, let's give it a couple of moments. All right, there it is. Let me go back to my first environment then. There it is. Okay, let me click on new application, install from file. Okay, there is my ideas. Okay, let's give it a moment. All right, once I'll have it in my new environment, there it is. If I open it, okay, as you can see, I have the possibility to edit in my new environment. I have an unlocked package here. And if I went to advanced settings to my configuration, okay, it would be unlocked there still. I could continue my development. Okay, so perhaps let me show you. If I click on run up, let's give it a moment to load. Okay, so upon clicking on my settings, scrolling all the way down to my admin area, there it is. I could continue my development here. Okay. All right. And as we are here in our configuration, let us talk about the last change that is introduced. We can now unlock and edit any package within the environment. Okay. I would recommend it to use it only in case when you don't have time to wait for standard process of delivery, or perhaps you need to solve some critical functionality issues detected in the production environment, perhaps. Okay. Let me show you how this could be done. Okay. So we are in the configuration environment. Okay. Let us pick any logged package, for example, our base here. Okay, as you can see on the right side from base, I have 3 dots, and upon clicking, I have a possibility to unlock or hotfix. Let me click on that. Yes. Okay. All right. Once I've confirmed, by default, the package is unlocked for only 30 minutes. As you can see, it's been moved all the way up here. We have a changed icon. Okay. To visualize the identity of such unlocked package that we're working on for our 30 minutes. Okay. Okay, it also saves the data about unlocked package in our audit log. Okay. Okay, so when I change something or add something here, once I'm done, I can log it back. All I have to do is click on my 3 dots here and log after hot. Yeah. Okay, let's give it a moment. All right, and now our package is again locked. We have our icon changed and saves data about our locked package in our audit log as well. Okay. It is crucial to deliver the changes to the development environment, otherwise the changes will be lost during the next date. Also, if you want to change icon to the normal gray, you need to only export your package from development environment and import to the production. Also, the duration for the unlocked package, the only 30 minutes, you could change it. You could change this duration if you would like. Let me show you where this could be done. So back to our settings. Under System Setup, let's go to System Settings. Okay. Like so, there it is. Duration of package hotfix status. As you can see, we have our default value. Okay, 30 minutes. If you would need, you can change it from this perspective. Okay. All right, so that would be it for our application hub part. Okay. Okay, so let me take you to our next topic. In 8.2, we have introduced the ability to create typified pages for a section. Okay, let me show you in my contact section. Just a second. Okay, it is. Okay, so for my contact section, for my contact list page. Okay, if I click on my new button here, I have on the right side which record to create. Okay, upon clicking on this and okay, like I've already mentioned, we introduced the ability to create typified pages for a section. What that means is that user can now use different pages for different types of records. For example, they can create a separate page with different layout for different type of context. For example, customer, contact, person. Okay, so I could have 2 typified pages, and for them, I could have different pages, different layouts. Okay, and above, as you can see, I have a default page for adding records for both contact type and customer type. Okay, so you could have a shared page for adding records for both. Okay. If you are interested in this and would like to set that up, make sure to click on this check mark here to use multiple pages based on a specific field value. Okay. Once you've clicked on that, you'll be able to add your pages here. Okay. All right. Additionally, we have some new button actions. So, for example, with the new, if I click on the possibilities for action on the right side here, okay, I will scroll down a little bit. Okay, we have a new addition, create an email. Okay, the action lets you define connections to automatically when an email is sent. For example, link the email activity sent from the case to the account and contacts related to the case. You can now create emails in Freedom UI using the Create an Email button action. Additionally, you can now send calendar invitations to meeting participants in Freedom UI using the Send Invite button action, as you can see here. So these two additions we have here introduced for our action for our buttons. For example, let me show you in my calendar section, in my calendar form page. As you can see, I have right next to participants send invitation possibility here. Okay. All right, send invite action available. All right. Okay. And perhaps I could also tell you about performance as well. Okay, Freedom UI design and downloads only components you can view to ensure you can load even pages that have a lot of content quickly. Okay, I believe a very, very convenient feature, very user friendly one. So perhaps let me show you. Just a second. Okay, so let's say I wanna create a new idea. So as you can see, I have lots of fields, lots of lists here. Previously, it would take about 30 to 40 seconds to edit our page to open. Let's see how long it'll take. All right, very nice. So as of now, it'll take us less than 10 seconds here to load due to this step-by-step loaded element. Okay. All right. Also, for when we are scrolling the page, okay, as you can scroll, we could see some small delay in elements loading. However, it gives us the possibility to work with a heavy loaded page with lots of elements without a noticeable delay. All right. Again, so it allows us to load under 10 seconds instead of almost a minute. So I believe a very, very significant change. Okay. That would be it from my side. Thank you so much.
And that were all of the topics from today's Tech Hour. I just want to remind you that if you want to see the entire list of changes, you can always visit our Academy website. Under Guides, Release Notes, you can find all of the release notes and you can find some additional informations.
Also, if you have any additional questions, please leave us a comment and our team will respond as soon as possible.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye bye.